I think there's a good chance that the equity cult will actually sort of pick up still. I think bonds are very expensive. I'm not sure about the US market because I'm purely a UK specialist, and there are so many cheap stocks in the UK that I feel there is pretty good value. There will be bumps in the road on occasions, but nevertheless I think you know, it's a pretty darn good market to be in. There's always odds of a correction at some stage, and I think a correction would tend to be sort of quite healthy, but I do feel that you know, the outlook is reasonable, particularly moving into the new year. I think that basically bonds look very expensive, and in the UK the exporters will benefit from the fall in sterling, and the importers will suffer a little bit, but the share prices are so depressed that there's ample room for upside. I tend to be a counter-cyclical investor, so therefore I'm buying things that other people don't really like, and I'm buying for value. So consequently I like the domestic sectors such as construction, retail, property, pub companies, etc. And if you'd asked me a year ago, it would have been the oil and gas companies. I'm still pretty keen on those. I think the exporters will benefit from the weakness in sterling, and I think the domestic companies offer good value, and I think at some stage the pound will recover, and I'd much rather be holding sterling than euros because of the problems that might be looming over there. And therefore I think there's a lot to go for in all areas of the market. Well, I've got 3 funds, and they generally have 60 or 70 stocks in them. And I'm a great believer in having a good spread of interest, because inevitably things do go wrong on occasions. And in fact, in the book I've just written called The Stock Picker, I do have about 3 chapters of ones that have gone wrong. And I do think that there are a lot of individual stocks, too numerous to almost you know, mention. So, but yeah, you know, I think there are almost more stocks now than there has been in any time in my sort of career that are attractive.